In the peaceful countryside of America, there stood a small wooden farmhouse surrounded by golden wheat fields. Every sunrise painted the scene like a living painting. Inside the rustic kitchen, a middle-aged woman woke up at dawn. She lit the stove, letting its warm glow spread through the room. Every day she prepared breakfast for her husband and children with all her love. Her hands moved swiftly, yet her eyes remained gentle, and there was always one extra golden loaf of cornbread, baked not for her family, but for some unknown passerby. She placed the loaf on the wooden fence, hoping it would reach someone truly in need. The sweet aroma drifted with the breeze, spreading along the dusty road leading to the village. Each time she smiled and whispered a prayer. "May this bread save someone who is hungry today." Then an old hunchbacked man appeared. He walked slowly, his wooden cane tapping steadily on the dirt road. Day after day, he stopped, picked up the bread, and sat by the fence to eat quietly. Yet instead of thanking her, he only muttered, "What you do wrong will stay with you. What you do right will return to you." Yet, as days passed, the old man's silence troubled the woman more and more. She frowned, her heart filling with frustration. Why doesn't he ever say thank you? Does he think it is his right? She wondered, her thoughts growing heavier. One evening, after her family had gone to bed, she sat in the dim kitchen, angrily kneading the dough with her trembling hands. In a moment of blindness, she reached for a strange black powder and sprinkled it into the dough. Her heart sank at the dark thought she had embraced. The next morning, as the first light of dawn broke, she held the loaf with trembling hands, ready to place it on the fence. But her hands suddenly froze. She stared at the loaf, tears welling in her eyes. "My God, what am I doing?" she gasped. In a rush, she threw the poisoned bread into the fire. Flames roared, burning away the darkness in her heart. Wiping her tears, she shakily baked a new loaf. It came out golden, pure, and warm, just like the heart she had reclaimed. The old man came as usual. He sat by the fence, quietly eating the fresh bread, unaware of what had almost happened. Inside the little house, the woman knelt to pray. Every day, she begged for her son's safety, who had been away from home. On the table lay unopened letters with no reply. She looked at them with a heavy heart, sighing in her longing. At night, she stood quietly by the window. The empty fields under the moonlight made her feel even lonelier. The wind swept through the wheat fields, creating a sorrowful sound. She placed her hand over her heart, whispering her son's name as if to hold on to a fragile hope. One evening, a knock echoed at the door. The woman startled and walked to open it. Bathed in the glow of the setting sun, at the door stood a gaunt young man, clothes torn, face pale and hollow. The woman froze. It was her son. He collapsed into her arms, whispering, "Mother, I thought I'd never make it home." Their tears mingled in a trembling embrace. He told her how, on the road, weak with hunger and close to collapse, a hunchbacked old man had given him his last loaf of bread. The woman's face turned pale, trembling. In her mind appeared the poisoned loaf she had nearly placed out. If she hadn't stopped, it would have been her son who ate it. Before her eyes, two images clashed. One loaf burning in flames, and another golden loaf that had saved her son. Tears fell like rain. She finally understood the old man's words. What you do wrong will stay with you. What you do right will return to you. From then on, she believed that kindness, no matter how small, holds the power to change a life. This story was created entirely with AI tools. If you also want to make videos like this, click the links below and start today.